Have you been praying for a destiny helper? Have you been looking for someone to assist you financially concerning your school so you can focus on your studies? Has money been a major challenge for you in school? Then the answers to your prayers has just come. I'll be hosting a seminar today. My name is Dr. Paul-Obelley from Shama Christian Center, Port Harcourt, Nigeria. And I'll be hosting a seminar today for students that will be showing you how to sponsor yourself in school. If you're interested in this seminar, which I know will revolutionize your life, you will never remain the same again. You will never need to depend on a human being again to be able to sponsor yourself in school. You will not need to stress your parents. If you are like me, when I was in school, my father was sponsoring 4 people in higher institution in Nigeria at the same time. 4 of us out of 6 children, 4 of us were in school at the same time. And truly, with the economic state of things now, with the way things are now, it's a very difficult task. I want you to not add more burdens to your parents. Please, if something you tells you that you are the one who's talking about, that you can actually sponsor yourself in school, remove that financial burden from your parents, and maybe even send something home to assist your parents to sponsor your other siblings, then this training is for you. Don't waste any time. The training is completely free because we've taken care of all the expenses. You can join the training by sending us a WhatsApp message on the WhatsApp number above or clicking WhatsApp below. Please do it immediately. The training is taking place today, so we can send you the link to be part of it. If you are in Port Harcourt, then you have 2 reasons to rejoice, because you can actually come to the venue of this training. You can see me directly, you can ask your questions, and we can help you set up whatever needs to be set up on your smartphone to be able to raise money to sponsor yourself in school. So if you're interested, what are you waiting for? Send the message to WhatsApp now. Share the link with all your friends. If you have been in prayer groups where you have been praying for this thing, send the list to your prayer group, to all the people that have been looking for this kind of thing. And as you do that, and you come for the training or join us online for the training, get set, because today is the best day for you concerning this matter. It will never be a prayer point for you again. So see you in the training. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. Lord, we commit this special training session on how to sponsor yourself in school. Commit it to your hand. We ask that your Holy Spirit will come and teach us and guide us and help us to get the best out of it in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. We are glad that you have joined us today from all over the world, especially from right here in the city of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. And my name is Dr. Paul-Obelley, and I'm privileged to be your host for this special training. And this training is for people who are students, either students in secondary school, that's also known as high school or higher institutions, and they want to be able to sponsor themselves. Maybe they have sponsors, but the sponsors cannot keep up, cannot cope, because the cost of things have gone up, and they want to have a way of sponsoring themselves. And those are the people that we are doing this training for. So you might either be going for your first degree or your second degree or your master's, whatever it is. But the idea is that you want to be able to sponsor yourself. And those are the people that we'll be talking to. So first of all, if you are watching this video from wherever you are in the world, I want you to just tell us your name, your first name. For instance, say, my name is Paul, I'm viewing from Port Harcourt. Just say Paul from Port Harcourt. Then if you can, tell us the name of your school. If you've not gained admission to the school, tell us the name of the school that you are prospecting, the school that you want to gain admission to. So while you're watching this, I want to just see your comments there. If you have questions in the course of the training tonight or this evening, then I will need you to just write the questions out. For those who are privileged to be here, you'll be given a microphone. Once you have a question, please lift up your hands. You give the microphone so that you can ask your questions. Are we together? All right. So let's go on now. What I'm going to be learning today, this will be our first training session. We'll have several sessions. Our plan is to have 4 sessions in a month, because this thing cannot be done in a day, cannot be taught in a day. It's something that we have to practice over time. So the first thing we'll learn today is 3 things that every student must know to be able to sponsor themselves through school. If the only thing you learn is these 3 things, and you know how to apply them to your life, that is it. You can sponsor yourself through school. Second thing we learn is vital facts about money. When we're talking about sponsoring oneself through school, we mean that you need to raise money. You need to have a way of raising money. Now, one of the ways students get money for school is through scholarships. But the truth is that many students don't get scholarships. Most students that I know don't get scholarships. I don't know the exact percentage, but most students don't get scholarship. Only a few are able to get scholarship for several reasons. So in this class, I'll call it the class, we're not talking about scholarships. We're not talking about how to get scholarships. Scholarships are good, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how you can raise the money by yourself without it affecting your academics. So that's the second thing we'll be learning today. Vital facts about money that every student must know to be able to sponsor themselves in school. Number 3, we will be learning 8 vitally important rules about money that every student needs to really understand and apply to be able to sponsor themselves in school. Whatever I'm saying will display in a moment. As at when we started, we had 315 people on our WhatsApp group for this training, and people are joining us even as we are going on now. So for those on the WhatsApp group, no problem, we'll paste the link to the video for you so you can go through every minute of it, and you can also get the full benefit and ask your questions where necessary. Okay, we're going to the fourth one now. The fourth thing we'll learn, and this is the last thing we'll learn today, then we'll take questions, is the easiest way every student can make money in 2024. We're doing this training in 2024. The easiest way every student can make money in 2024 without interfering with their studies and still take care of all their school expenses and still get some money to send home to assist their families and also sponsor other students in school. I know that this is a very big claim, but if you understand what we learned today and you can put it to practice, then truly you'll be able to do this. Before we go on, is there anybody here that knows any student in your school or in the school you attended, or a friend or a family friend that was able to sponsor themselves in school? Let the microphone go around now. Anybody like that? You know anybody that was a student and sponsored themselves in school? Anybody? Anybody? You know students that they make their own money and sponsor themselves in school. They pay their own fees, pay for other expenses they have to do with school. Do you know anybody like that? Anybody? Let me see you. Anybody you know? My God, people who are here, what are you doing? You know, yes, talk to us. You know, use the microphone and talk. Tell us somebody that you know. Just give us the first name of the person and what was the person doing?
Okay, my name is Sandra Ozo. I'm viewing from Port Harcourt. I know someone that sponsored his academy in secondary school, and some other person in higher institution. The person has a business, a shop. After school, he will rush back to the shop and open the person will rush back to his shop and open the shop. Whatever thing that he sells, he will save it. And anytime we are supposed to pay school fees, he will go and withdraw to sponsor himself.
You know someone like that? I knew some students like that I schooled in the University of Lagos, in Lagos, Nigeria. And there are 2 main students I knew. One was in mechanical engineering, very top department. And this man, by printing books, was printing books, magazines, posters, and so on. That's how he was able to sponsor himself in school, from year 1 till final year. And I think he was also paying school fees for other people. And he was still a student, and he still graduated. I know another one, I studied chemical engineering. This one was in my class. What happened was, after year 4, our course was a 5-year course. After year 4, after the 4th year, he got a job. After year 4, first semester, we have what we call industrial training. So we have 6 months where we go and work, go and look for practical work to do, based on what we have learned in school. And he got a job somewhere in Eket, Uyu, in south region of Nigeria. And the job was very lucrative. So he did that job and did the job. And when it was time to come back to school, it was like, I'm not going to leave this job and then come and do year 5 and then start looking for a job again. So you know what he did? He used to fly to school. He only comes when there's test. It was not easy for him, but he come and he finished with a 2-1 second class upper degree. His result did not go down. So when he will come, he will photocopy all the notes in the class and go and read. Now, I'm telling you all this because it's not every student that can sponsor themselves in school. Are we together? It's a difficult task. Now, it used to be very difficult before. So in today's training, I want to show you the easiest way. There are some opportunities that have come up now that were not there before, that did not exist before. Anywhere that is difficult, people that used to do this before, they either had a business, they had a shop, or they had a job. I know another one again, they had a job. So for you to come to class, you have to miss, you will have not, you will miss his job. Sometimes the things will be so tough at his office that he won't be able to cope. So he will fail some courses, he will have some extra year and so on. So it has not really been easy. But the truth is that things have become easier now. I know it sounds like an irony, because right now, this is the toughest has ever been in Nigeria. So we are told, economically. In other parts of the world, people are losing their jobs. Things are not as easy, especially going to school. Now, people are dropping out of school, not because they are not good academically, but because there's nobody to sponsor them. Am I correct? Now, so what we'll be talking today, what I'm talking about today, we'll talk about the theory first, then maybe in subsequent classes, we'll go into practicals. Is it possible? Do you think it's possible for a student to sponsor themselves in school now? Not before now. People have done it before. Some things that were difficult to do in the past. That people had to work very hard to be able to sponsor themselves in school and still be students and still pass well. That those things are possible now because the world has become a global village, because of the advent of the internet. And not just that, the internet has been here for a while. The internet has been on since 1989, but there have been developments in the internet that have made things that were previously difficult to do very easy to do. And that's what we're taking advantage of in this training. So let me jump straight to number one. 3 things every student must know to be able to sponsor themselves through school. Now, if you're going to be, if you're going to sponsor yourself through school, you must not think like a normal student. The normal student is someone that comes, a student, by definition, a student is someone that studies. It's someone that goes to school, someone that studies a particular course in a particular institution for a particular period of time. So a student's main full-time work is to study. But if you are going to be the kind of student that will sponsor yourself through school, then you must not think like just like a student. You must think like a student and as a sponsor. So you must think about both how to raise the money and how to do well in school. Is it possible? Yes, very possible. For several of us that grew up in Nigeria, we had parents that had to do many things at the same time. Some of them were farmers. They had to go to farm. They would go to farm. They would take children to school. They would go to work, come back from work. They used to add up many jobs together to be able to raise money to sponsor us in school. And some of them still went to school. So it's possible if you have a different mindset. So the 3 things every student must know to be able to sponsor themselves in school. Number 1, they must know how to make money. You must know how to make money. You must not only know what they're teaching in school, you must also learn how to make money. So apart from going to school as a student, you must also attend the school of money. I'll be giving us a free book at the end of this training, so follow us to the end to see how you can get the book. It's called The School of Money, and this version is for students. Any student that does not attend this school and does not know how to make money, that student, no matter how intelligent they are, will not be able to sponsor themselves in school. They will have to depend on someone to make money for them. Who told you that as a student you cannot make money? Students are some of the most intelligent people in the world, but their intelligence is directed only in one line, in the line of academics. They can also divert that intelligence and accommodate how to make money. If illiterates can make money, have you seen illiterates that make money before? Yes, and illiterate is someone that cannot read and write. If literates can make money, how much more literate people? How much more you that can read and write? It's just as you have not been taught. So you can learn it and learn that in the school of money. They don't teach this in school. So every student needs to know how to make money. Number 2, every student needs to know how to manage money. Many students that are sponsored in school, they don't know how to manage money. I was on scholarship at some point. I think almost throughout my um, university education, my first degree, I was on Shell scholarship. And some of my classmates were also on scholarship. Some had 2 or 3 scholarships. Yet they were still broke. Once the scholarship money comes, they spend money anyhow. One of the greatest undoings of students that they don't know how to manage money. Many parents know how to manage money. The students that they raise the money for don't know how to manage money. They just waste money anyhow, spend money anyhow. The third thing every student needs to know if they're going to be able to sponsor themselves through school is that they must know how to multiply money. So even if there's a little money that your parents are giving to you, if you learn these 3 things, number 1, how to make money. Number 2, how to manage money. Number 3, how to multiply money. If you learn these 3 things, then you can sponsor yourself. Let's go to the second thing we are learning today. Second one is vital facts about money that every student must know to be able to sponsor themselves in school. In summary, we are saying in today's class that every student has to learn about money. You have to just attend the school of money. You have to understand how money works. Many students don't know how money works. So I'm going to read a page or 2 from my book, You Can Become a Millionaire in 1 Month. I wrote that book about 13 years ago when I made my first 1 million naira. I'm going to read some important facts about money that every student needs to know. 5 important facts about money. Number 1, money has nothing to do with your age. It's not an age thing. A young person can make it, an old person may not be able to make it. We have many poor old people and we have many young rich people. So it has nothing to do with your age. Number 2, money has nothing to do with how long you work or what kind of work you do. Money has nothing to do with how long you work or what kind of work you do. So some students, when they say you can sponsor yourself in school, they think they want to get a full-time job somewhere. And then we're struggling to have time for the academics. No, money does not have to do with how long you work or what kind of job you do. Number 3, money only comes to those who are already rich in the knowledge of the laws of money. Money has laws. We'll talk about 8 new laws of money in a moment. Money has laws. Only those that understand these laws of money, they are the ones that attract money to themselves. So some people can be in class. While they are still in class, they are making money. Are you here? They are in class, but they are making money. They are in school, but they are making money. They are full-time students, yet they are making money part-time. And it's not affecting their studies in any way. That's very possible, especially with the use of the internet. The 4th fact about money is if you know how to make money but don't know how to manage it, you will soon become poor. So making money is not enough. That takes us back to the 3 M's we talked about. 3 M's of money. Number 1 is what? You must know how to make money. Number 2, you must know how to manage money. Number 3, you must know how to multiply money. So even if you know how to make money and you don't know how to manage it, you will still become poor. You will still not be able to sponsor yourself in school. And number 5 is what you know about money can make you rich, can make you be able to sponsor yourself. But it is only what you do with that knowledge that really makes you rich and makes you able to sponsor yourself. What you know has the potential of making you have enough money to sponsor yourself. But what you do with the knowledge is more important. See, one problem with academics, one problem going to school is that we fill our brains with theoretical knowledge, we don't practice it. Are you still here? If you're a student, you know many things. Sometimes you know more than your lecturer. You are serious because you read a lot of books your lecturer has not read. You have the theory, but you don't practice it in life. In school, we are meant to believe that when you pass exams, you have done well. A wise man said that the difference between school and life is that in school, you are given a lesson and then you are given a test after the lesson. But in life, you are given a test that teaches you a lesson. Life is practical. Life is not theoretical. School is theoretical. Many things we learn in school, you just write it in a note, write in an exam paper, and that's all. Many students, many people that study the economics don't still know how to manage money. They cannot still economize. They still can't manage money. They know the theory, they know the laws of demand, the laws of supply, they know all these things, yet they are not applying it to their lives. They are living the opposite. You still see them spending anyhow. You still see them borrowing, going to deficit. Why? They have theoretical knowledge. So the fifth thing that every student that wants people to sponsor themselves needs to know about money is that your theoretical knowledge is not enough. You have to apply it to your life. So everything we are learning here, if you keep it as theory, it will not work for you. So I want you to start practicing what you learn here from today. Now let's move on to the next thing. We are talking about 4 things now. We have done the first and the second. And we are going to number 3 now. Have you gained anything so far? Am I too fast? Alright, if you have any questions, please send your question. And I want your questions to be practical. Practical questions. Don't ask theoretical questions. Now we'll talk about the 8 vitally important rules about money that every student needs to really understand and apply to be able to sponsor themselves in school. See, you may count these 8 things now, and because you're not applying them, you still don't have enough money to take care of your expenses in school. So, we're talking about things that you really need to understand and apply to your life. If you count them and write them down, write them in an exam, you pass the exam or you fail in life. Life is more than school. So these things we are learning will not just help you to sponsor yourself through school, they will help you to sponsor others also, but they also help you when you leave school to be able to live well in life. What are these 8 important rules about money? Number 1, and these rules apply especially in the internet age. Number 1 rule about money is that knowledge is the new money. Knowledge is the new money. So in subsequent classes, we'll be learning how to market our knowledge. One of the easiest ways you can make money as an academic, as a student, is to market your knowledge. Is to find out something that people want to know about, package it in a way that they can access it and sell it over the internet. That is possible with the use of the internet. Knowledge is the new money. In the book that I will give us, those of us that follow to the end, when you get to the end of it, that's where I will tell you how to get the book. I will give the book free of charge. Otherwise, you will have spent money to get it. And just prepare your mind, even though the training is free, you need to buy books, you need to buy some materials, you need to buy some software. I will be recommending them to you. You need to buy these things so that it will be easy and faster. It will be easier and faster for you to be able to make money sufficient enough to take care of your expenses in school. Your expenses in school. Do you have any questions so far? Any questions so far? All right. Yes, any questions? Give them the microphone. Let me hear a question. Please, for everybody watching online, just type your question. Type your question under the video. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed to ask your question. The person that should be ashamed is one that does not know the answer. Okay, the second rule now. Let me see. Just give me a moment. I wish you could display all this. Okay, also at the end, I'll tell you how to get all this. I've written this out for you already. When you get the definition of money. Money is not that thing you carry in your purse. Money is not what you carry in your account. If you know the definition of money, then you know how this works. Any student that does not know the real definition of money cannot be able to apply this. Okay, I'm not giving you the right order. The next rule of money, you must learn how to print your own money. You must learn how to print your own money. Now, what this means, among other things, is that the way your friend will make money is not the way you make money. You must not try to copy anybody's method. You must be able to use your own ingenuity, your own creativity, and be able to print your own money. You must know how to, what that means is that you must know how to generate your own services. Your own services, your own products that people will buy, especially taking advantage of the internet. So that while you are studying, you will still be getting your money. When it comes to making money, there is not only one way. Everybody has to find out their own unique way. Are we together? I can't hear voice anymore. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll give you two now. The third one, I'm trying to read it out from here very fast. The next rule of money, you need a team to make money consistently. The reason why many students don't make money is that they don't partner with anybody. You need a team to make money consistently. You need to collaborate with people. You need to be able to collaborate with people. If you are doing it on your own, you will not go far. And part of those you need in your team is you need a mentor. You need a mentor. You need someone whose footsteps you will follow. If you try to do without a mentor, it's going to be very difficult for you. So you need a mentor. The next one is you need to learn the language of money. Money has a language. When we talk about the language of money, we mean you have to understand monetary terms. When people speak in monetary terms, you have to understand all these things. You must not be an economic student to know this. You have to just take time to understand the language of money. For instance, we talk about cash flow. Talk about business. What is business? What is cash flow? What is inflation? How do I make money? How do I multiply money? How do I manage money? We talked about those earlier. What is money? You need to understand these terms. Because if you don't understand these terms, then you cannot be able to make, manage, and multiply money. The next rule, you have to learn that there is a need for speed. There is a need for speed. If you are going to make, manage, and multiply money so that you will be able to sponsor yourself in school, then there is a need for speed. Many traditional methods of making money bring the money too slowly. So you're not able to make plenty money very fast. So as a student, in subsequent classes, we'll be going deeper into this and going to practical sessions. One of the ways you can take advantage of speed in making money is by use of the internet. Now, let me give you a simple example. So if you're a student now, and in your school, there's something that needs to be sold. The way some people make money in school is that they have a business center. Have you seen the business center before? They have photocopy machine. That photocopy machine, let's say somebody brings 10,000 pages to photocopy. It's going to take them time to do that. Am I correct? Now, how much is it to photocopy now? 50 naira now. It's not 50 naira now. It used to be 5 naira before. When we were in school, it was 5 naira. Now it's 50 naira. So 50 naira times 10,000 pages of photocopy. How much would that be? 10,000 times 50 is what? 500,000. So that business center is, if they do it, they should make 500,000 cash. They will remove the cost of paper, cost of toner, cost of fuel, cost of other expenses to run the business. So maybe at the end of the day, maybe they make a profit of 100,000 naira. The only problem is that to do 10,000 pages of photocopy, even if they get it, they might not be able to do it in a day. Even if they can do it in a day, it's going to take them from morning till night. So as a student, can you do that kind of thing? No, because you miss your lectures. Are you still here? You can't do that on a consistent basis. So if you are going to be able to sponsor yourself in school, you have to dodge those kind of opportunities and look for simpler ones where you can make it without having to be there. And one of the tools that can help you to make it very fast is called the internet. So for instance, in that example, as a student, you can go and learn how to do what we call internet marketing. And when you learn internet marketing, then you learn negotiation. You go and negotiate with these business centers around and tell them, I'll get you customers that will do photocopy in bulk. But this is the commission I want. Give me 10% or give me 20%. Give me something like this. And then you use your internet marketing skills. You set up adverts, for instance, on Facebook. You put some money in the advert, and within a day, you have gotten 10 of those jobs. You send the jobs to people who do the hard work, and you get your money faster. You understand how it works? You must use the tools. You must use tools that help you to make money faster, because you are taking advantage of the need for speed. It's one of the new rules of money. We'll go to the next one now. The next one. Prepare for bad times and you always have good times. Prepare for bad times. The people who are complaining today are those that were not prepared for it. Prepare for bad times and you always have good times. So no matter what you are doing with money, you must never finish your money. You must always reserve something for the future. Some people started school and their parents were well to do, take care of them. But something happened, their parents died along the way and they had to drop out because they did not prepare for bad times. So everybody now prepare for bad times so that you will always have good times. How many books have I given now? How many? You are waiting 6 already. Next one. Learn how to control your cash flow. The most difficult thing students can do, most students cannot do, they cannot manage money, they cannot control money. A student can spend all their money on school fees and they don't have money to eat the next day. They don't have money for transport. They don't have money for exam fee. They finish the money. You have to learn how to control your cash flow. And to do that, you have to know the difference between assets and liabilities. If you just spend your money, before you spend money, there are things you do that will enable you to make more money. Most things students spend money on are things that will not give them any money. That's why their money finishes. There are certain things, when money comes, this takes us back to how to make, manage, and multiply money. If you always have cash flow, money is going to come to your hands continuously. You must be able to, first of all, when money comes, put your money in an investment in something that will generate money for you. Don't rush to pay your school fees. There's nothing wrong with paying school fees. Don't rush to pay those things that they ask you for in school. Put your money in something that will generate money. Let that thing pay your fees for you. Most students do not understand what I'm saying. You have to find out, you have to learn it. Please get that book that I will be giving to you at the end. For those that stay till the end. Alright, the next one now, and this will be the last one. You must learn how to use debt. Many students are indebted. Students that I know, they won't pay their fees from year 1 till final year. When it's time to collect their result, they say, I come and pay everything together. They start going up and down, looking for how to get money. Many students borrow from their friends. Borrow from their friends, borrow from their colleagues, borrow from their friends. I'm telling you, you must know how to use debt. Now, there are two kinds of debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt. You will learn many of these things in that book. So, your assignment I'm going to give you today is the book I will give you at the end of today's class. Read it. Do what? No. Don't just read it. Read it tomorrow. Finish it. If you cannot finish that book tomorrow, forget it. This is not for you. Just go and retire. Just go home and look for who will sponsor you, or go and look for scholarship. Go online and start looking for scholarship. Because whatever does not give you the hunger and the boldness to read that book, don't forget the first rule. The first rule is what? Knowledge is the new money. That book will tell you a lot of things you have not known that has stopped you from making enough money to sponsor yourself in school. If you don't have enough hunger to read the book, you know the difference between first class students and third class students. First class students is not afraid of the book to read. Am I correct? You take time and finish the book. When I started school, I used to read, but when I get to final year, at the beginning of the semester, I would take notes from the set before us, photocopy the note. At the beginning of the semester, I would finish the whole note. finish everything, solve past questions at the beginning. So by the time people are going to semester, before they start doing tests, I've already known everything. Then, if you cannot sit down, many students, they only read school books. Am I correct? So they can pass in school. They don't read books about money. And I'm going to ask your neighbor, how many books have you read about money this year? If you cannot pay the price to learn about money, anything you cannot learn about, you will not know it. You can't conquer it. So, get that at the end of today's class. I want to go to the last thing for today. Have you learned anything so far? I can't hear us again. Have you learned anything so far?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we want to go to the last thing I will say we'll talk about today. So we'll be waiting for your questions. We'll be attending to questions, practical questions, especially on what we have taught so far. So I'm going to number 4 now. The easiest way every student can make money in 2024 without interfering with their studies and still taking care of all their school expenses and still getting some money to send home to assist their families and also sponsor other students in school. I know that what I'm saying there is a very, 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 very big promise. But what if there is something you can learn? Now when you finish learning it, money will not be a problem for you if you apply what you learn. What if there's a very easy way to make money? Please, I'm not talking about the bad ways of making money. I'm not talking about any bad ones. I'm not talking about going to prostitution. I'm not talking about cheating people on the internet. I'm not talking about Yahoo Yahoo. I'm not talking about all those things. I'm talking about clean money. Hello. Clean money. That you will sleep well in the night and you wake up well. Nobody will be looking for you. They won't curse you. They won't look. You have a clear conscience. In fact, you will go to heaven. You make the money with peace of mind. This number 4 is as important as every other thing you have learned. But I cannot go to number 4 until I'm sure that you've learned number 1, number 2, and number 3 properly. So this number 4, I'll be giving it to those that finish my assignment for tomorrow. What's the assignment? What's the assignment? Read the book from beginning to the end. How would I know? When you finish, I will ask you questions. If you fail my question, I'll give you. When you tell me I've finished reading it, I will send the questions to you. When you answer the questions, then I know you're qualified for number 4. Then we'll take you to number 4. I've been doing many of these things for years now. How many years now? I don't know, maybe 12 years. If I knew this is when I was in school, I could have sponsored myself. Thank God for scholarship. But scholarship money was not enough. The money they give you for home will not be enough. You have to learn to make some extra yourself. So, everyone that finishes reading that book at the end of today's class, and how I know is that you can't finish the book without asking questions. If you don't have any questions, that's how I know that you didn't read the book. Then if I ask you questions and you cannot answer, that's how I also know that you didn't read the book. You don't have to cram it, just read it. Just read it. Don't just read it from beginning to the end. I'll give you a very simple question to be sure that you're ready. If you are done with that, then I'll give you number 4. The easiest way every student can make money in 2024. Now, if I give you number 4 now, it will not make sense to you if you've not understood that. Something happened to me in school. When I went to school for the first time, when I get admission, I was a year 1 student. You know, year 1 student, JJC. You don't any where. So I went one day, we were supposed to have a lecture, but I missed the timetable. I went to the lecture hall before the time. I was in year 1, just came to school. When I entered the class, I saw some strange people. In year 1, you didn't know all your classmates at all. But the people in the class were few. The higher you go in school, the fewer people in class. In year 1, there are very many. And when they were teaching, nothing they were teaching could enter my head. Why? Because they were teaching a year 3 course. And I've not done year 1 and year 2. So what they were teaching was just abstract. I couldn't comprehend at all. That's how this number 4 will be. If you don't have a full understanding of number 1, number 2, and number 3. Are we together? Then when I got 3 years after, I got to year 3, and I went back to the same class. It was material and metallurgical engineering. See, as I'm saying it, I need to sound like Greek to you, if that's not your course. Material and metallurgical engineering. And I got to the class now. Now I could understand. Because I've gotten the foundation of year 1 and year 2. It became easier for me to understand. Do we have any questions, please? Do you have any questions? Okay, so everyone watching online, just you have a question, type your question now. Type your question. So those that ask sensible questions, very sensible questions, especially practical questions, instead of one gift, you get 2 gifts from me. The second gift is undisclosed. I won't talk about it, but I'll give it to you. So send your questions online underneath the video. Send the question online. Don't be afraid to send a question. No question is too foolish, no question is too difficult. Send your question. Please let it be a practical question. Let it be like something that happened directly to you or happened to somebody else. Okay, so when you submit the assignment tomorrow, we'll open the Facebook, the WhatsApp group. Those watching on Facebook, just send your questions. But make sure you're in the WhatsApp group. That's where we'll post the materials. I won't want to start sending an ebook to everybody one by one. When we started, we had 300 and something. Maybe by now we'll be 400. I don't know. I'll start sending to 400 people one by one. No. I'll just put it in the group once, and then everybody can get it. So I will send that to the group for those that have stayed to the end. Now, how would I know you have stayed to the end? Send me your notes that you have taken for the class so far. That's how I know. Send it to me as a direct message. Don't go and post it in the group. So, because we know that many people get annoyed. Why do we lock our WhatsApp group? Because many people just go and post anything on WhatsApp group. Before you know, you pick up your phone, you have 3,000 messages. Just imagine there are 300 and some people at the start of this class. Imagine that each person goes there to post five messages. How many messages do you have? 1,500 messages. Imagine that I'm saying something, someone say, I don't understand. Next one say, I don't understand. Before you know, people will be insulting each other on the group. That's why we lock the group. So if you have your own notes, send it directly to the admin. Send it directly to the main admin. We have 3 admins on the group for now. Send it to the main admin. The main admin, I'll send you a message from the beginning. The one that sent you the link to join the group. Send your notes. Send what you derive from the class. Send your review of the class. That this is what I learned today. And if you have questions, ask your question. Those that ask sensible questions, you get 2 gifts. Those that ask only 1 question, you will get. So when we have enough people sending us that message, we know that enough people have come to the end of this video. Then we'll come to the group and post the ebook for people to download. But the second gift, we only give those that ask direct questions. So those that ask direct questions, you get 1 gift. If we give you an ebook to read and you don't read it, then you will not get any other gift. Later on in subsequent classes, we will continue next Friday. But later on in subsequent classes, we will be having practicals. So in those classes, I'm going to be showing you, displaying things for you to do. So as I do, you do, I do, you do, so that you can practicalize these things. Do you have any questions? Anybody has any comments to make? Because want to stop for now. Any questions, any comments? Okay, please shall we bow our heads for prayers. Heavenly Father, we thank you for how you've helped us in this class today. Thank you for the things we have learned about how to sponsor ourselves in school. Thank you for the homework that you have given us. Lord, thank you for your wisdom to appreciate this and make extra effort to learn all that we need to learn so that we can walk in the reality of what we have been taught and what we have been taught in subsequent classes. As we go today, as we close today, let it be a new beginning for us in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you. Have a nice day.